We were supposed to be here lunchtime in Zimbabwe, but it's no longer lunchtime. We were too late for our first date. I wonder what that means for the relationship. Being late on the first date. I just hope that we don't spook this relationship honestly. I am Lovemore Banda. I hope I find you well. Thank you very much for coming to the very first edition of Lovemore Banda Live. Ladies and gentlemen, comrades and friends, brothers and sisters, it's great having you here. And thank you all for making it possible. The greatest gratitude, of course, being to Him, through whom and with whom we are here. And we can see and hear. See and hear, for example, Chantel Nisha, stage name Nisha Soko. One of the brightest stars on the Zimbabwe music horizon. She plays with the Jalemi Marimba Ensemble. You need to see them in action to know what I'm talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, from Chantel to the champ, and introducing from the garden to the world, we introduce the former World Boxing Council female interim super-bantamweight champion, and at one time the highest ranked female boxer on the African continent. She is going to be coming in now. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together. Let me hear you give it up for Kudakwashe Memory Chiwandire. Kudakwashe, very good afternoon. Welcome to Lovemore Banda Live, and congratulations. You are our first guest on the show. Or maybe I should say you're my first guest, that is. How does it feel to be the first guest on the show?
Yeah, it feels good. It feels awesome.
Thank you very much for coming, and also congratulations on your birthday. It was this Sunday, last Sunday, the February the 4th.
Yeah.
It is 1996 that you were born in Mbare.
Yes.
What do you remember about your birth? Young men, I hope you are taking notes. This is the way to go. You first dazzle with a dazzling question, and then you shoot your shot. So, Kuda, are you married? I'm asking for a friend.
No. No, I'm single.
Right, that takes us into the interview proper. Tell us about your family.
Yeah, ndakazvarwa muimba ine vanhu 6. Ndine musikana wechitatu kuna mai vangu, kuna baba vangu. Kuna mai vangu ndine musikana wekutanga. Ndine hanzvadzi dzangu 2. Kuchizouya masisters angu mamwe 2. So saka all in all 26 in family.
How did you become a boxer?
I can say it's a gift, but gift iyo yakazoonekwawo last hour, because I thought like kuti soccer ndo ichazenge iri sport yandofarira, asi zvakazongochinjawo nekukurawo nekuzoramba uchipindawo mumasports.
So pane pamagarwira mukomana so ubwaonekwa kuti waikanda zvibhakera.
Aiwa, handinamboira kukomana.
So how did you discover this gift of boxing?
Ndingangoti boxing rakazoya mushure mekunge ndaroorwa. Ndakasiswa soka nemurume wangu akanditi soka haisi kunyatsoita. Rega ndikutrene kickboxing. Angari sensei. Ndokuzonditrena kickboxing ndokuzoona kuti maoko aya anenge ari kutoita zvidobidobi zvinenge zviri nani. Ndokuzochinja kwakuenda kuboxing.
So what were you doing for a living at that time?
That time.
Or you were a housewife?
I was a housewife, but also ndaitamba soka iyoyo. And kickboxing ndo yandakazombofamba nayo kwenguva refu. ndikavawo champion kickboxing kwakuzosiya kwakuenda boxing asi
Why
also ndairuka
did you?
musoro
Yeah.
ndiri pamba ndo changa chiri chipo changu.
Right. So, at what stage did you then say to yourself, now I'm going to make boxing my career?
Yeah, after divorce. After divorce ndo pandakatanga kuita serious because I had so many chances dzekuenda anyway I like rather than it was so tough.
So you then became a professional boxer. Ko vabereki, father, mother, how did they take it? Our daughter is becoming a professional boxer. Zuvarume.
Ipapo ndingangoti hazvina kunetsa nenyaya yekuti ndakanga ndiri musport already. Ndakanga ndichitamba soka kubvira kuprimary ndaiparticipata, ndikaenda kusecondary ndaiparticipata futi kumasports. Saka hazvina kunyanya kuvarwadza kana kuvadya mwoyo kuti ko mwana wedu wai achuza kuita boxing kana kuti vanozotya kuzorohwa pamusha aiwa, but vanhu vakatondisapota kuti no, since zviri izvo zvaunokwanisa kuti uite chirega chikusapoti.
What is your advice to a girl right now who is watching the show and saying, I would like to be Kuda?
Munoona sesu vanhu vechikadzi, even vasikana, nowadays tikufesana nemachallenges emadrugs, tikufesana nemachallenges ema-abuses akawandisa. Saka ndinongoda kuvakurudzira kuti chikoro tozviziva kuti chikoro mumwe nemumwe anenge ane kudzidza kwake kwaanenge akaita, asi nowadays zvinogona kuramba zvechikoro, asi sport, you can take sport, inogona kukusvitsa kure kuti uzova pandiri panapa. We have so many challenges but takaramba takashingirira kuti tizosvika patasvika nhasi.
What are some of the challenges?
Challenges akawandisa. You could find kuti unogona kufesana nema-abuses musport because this is a male dominated sport. Saka inonetsa kuti ma-females mazhinji ange achienda kumberi. Saka zvinenge zvichida kushinga nekuzvibata kwako kuti ukwanise kuenda kumberi nesport. Saka ma-challenges akawanda. You find out kuti tine zvakawanda zvatiri tichileka nezvakawanda zvatiri tichishayiwa musport iyoyo, asi nekuramba takashingirira unopedzisira wangosvika.
We were supposed to be here lunchtime in Zimbabwe, but it's no longer lunchtime. We were too late for our first date. I wonder what that means for the relationship. Being late on the first date. I just hope that we don't spook this relationship honestly. I am Lovemore Banda. I hope I find you well. Thank you very much for coming to the very first edition of Lovemore Banda Live. Ladies and gentlemen, comrades and friends, brothers and sisters, it's great having you here. And thank you all for making it possible. The greatest gratitude, of course, being to him, through whom and with whom we are here. And we can see and hear. See and hear, for example, Chantel Nisha, stage name Nisha Soko. One of the brightest stars on the Zimbabwe music horizon. She plays with the Jalemi Marimba Ensemble. You need to see them in action to know what I'm talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, from Chantel to the champ, and introducing from the garden to the world, we introduce the former World Boxing Council female interim super-bantamweight champion and at one time the highest ranked female boxer on the African continent. She is going to be coming in now. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together. Let me hear you give it up for Kudakwashe Memory Chiwandire. Kudakwashe, very good afternoon. Welcome to Lovemore Banda Live, and congratulations, you are our first guest on the show. Or maybe I should say you're my first guest, that is. How does it feel to be the first guest on the show?
Yeah, it feels good. It feels awesome.
Thank you very much for coming, and also congratulations on your birthday. It was this Sunday, last Sunday, the February the 4th.
Yeah.
It is 1996 that you were born in Mbare.
Yes.
What do you remember about your birth? Young men, I hope you are taking notes. This is the way to go. You first dazzle with a dazzling question, and then you shoot your shot. So, Kuda, are you married? I'm asking for a friend.
No. No, I'm single.
Right, that takes us into the interview proper. Tell us about your family.
Yeah, ndakazvarwa muimba ine vanhu 6. Ndine musikana wechitatu kuna mai vangu, kuna baba vangu. Kuna mai vangu ndine musikana wekutanga. Ndine hanzvadzi dzangu 2. Kuchizouya masisters angu mamwe 2. Kuchizouya isusu saka all and all tiri 6 mufamily.
How did you become a boxer?
I can say it's a gift, but gift iyo yakazoonekwawo last hour because I thought like kuti soccer ndo ichazenge iri sport yandofarira, asi zvakazongochinjawo nekukurawo nekuzoramba uchipindawo mumasports.
So pane pamakarwira mukomana so ubvaonekwa kuti waikanda zvibhakera.
Aiwa, handinamboira kukomana.
So how did you discover this gift of boxing?
Ndingangoti boxing rakazoya mushure mekunge ndaroorwa. Ndakasiswa soka nemurume wangu akanditi soka haisi kunyatsoita.
Ubva muroorwa?
Rega ndikutrene kickboxing. Angari sensei. Ndokuzonditrena kickboxing ndokuzoona kuti maoko aya anenge ari kutoita zvidobidobi zvinenge zviri nani, ndokuzochinja kwakuenda kuboxing.
So what were you doing for a living at that time?
That time
or you were a housewife?
I was a housewife, but also ndaitamba soka iyoyo, and kickboxing ndo yandakazombofamba nayo kwenguva refu, ndikavawo champion kickboxing kwakuzosiya kwakuenda boxing. As also ndairuka musoro ndiri pamba. Ndo chanchiri chipo changu.
Right. So at what stage did you then say to yourself, now I'm going to make boxing my career?
Yeah, after divorce. Yeah, after divorce ndo pandakatanga kuita serious, because I had so many chances dzekuenda anyway I like. Rather than yeah, it was so tough. So
you then became a professional boxer. Ko vabereki, father, mother, how did they take it? Our daughter is becoming a professional boxer. Zuvarume.
Yeah, ipapo ndingangoti hazvina kunetsa nenyaya yekuti ndakanga ndiri musport already. Ndakanga ndichitamba soka. Look
a bit more at some of these challenges. Are you helping any young girls at the moment? Are you mentoring anybody?
For now handikwanise nekuti ma-sponsorships edu ari very low. Hatina kwatatita kukwanisa kuti tinoendawo tinopuhwa sponsorship yakakwanira. Asi inini semudzimai ane chido neshungu, ndaifungira kuti kana kuri kuti ndazonzwikwa nenyika ndikabatsirwa, ndinodawo kuti ndite club yangu ndichidzidzisawo vasikana to stay out of drugs, and also kuti ma-abuses vanokwanisa kumahandla sei sevanhu vechidzimai.
And in fact, that's what I was going to ask you next, whether you are looking at becoming a trainer or a promoter or referee or some other capacity when you retire.
Yeah, I would like to be a coach. Yeah, I would like to be a coach. And also, if things goes well, I would like to be a manager, because I'll be managing them and telling them what to do and what not to do.
Right now you are a professional, you are active. How long would you say you still have? When do you want to be saying to yourself, I'm now hanging up my gloves?
Yeah, at 35, I would have achieved everything at 35. Right now, I'm 28. So I'm just imagining myself, kuti, kanandashika pa 35 years, ndinenge ndava papi.
Achieved everything. What is everything?
Yes.
What is everything?
Everything is like, kana zvikanga zvichienda zvakanaka. I would like to have my own shop, and also as a hairdresser I would like to have my own salon. So if I could achieve those two things, that means I can take good care of my kids without lacking anything, and by then I would retire.
Right, but that's the future. For now, you are active, you are a boxer.
Yeah.
In boxing, what is your favorite blow? You know, the one that does the job for you. But I'm not quite happy with the proximity there, so maybe I'll recall that question, Mr. Speaker. What is your favorite punch?
My favorite punch is the right punch. Yeah. If I coach you with the right punch, which means the fight is over.
But anditi mune mapunches akasiyana siyana here.
Yeah. We have
uppercut, machi.
Yeah.
So
I'm not good at those. Yeah, I'm not good at those. I'm a straight puncher.
I bought these a long time ago. I've never used them. Actually, a friend bought them for me in Bangladesh. Okay. Big shout, Rabid Imam. Right, so, Peds.
Yes.
Right, which hand do we go to? This one?
No.
Yes.
Yeah, that one is
right.
One.
So, show me your favorite punch.
My favorite punch is the right punch. This one.
Huh?
This is the right
uppercut,
This is a straight punch.
It's a straight punch.
Yes.
Right. What is an uppercut?
An uppercut is a punch where you can twist it.
Right.
Yeah, you have to twist your hand. That is an uppercut.
Okay.
Yeah, like
you don't like
it goes up.
Right.
Yes.
That's an uppercut.
Yes.
You don't like that one?
No. No. I don't like that one.
So, if you're watching, you need to know these punches. They got names. Not just some roundhouse.
No.
Roundhouse or the windmill. What John Chibadura said, I think it was John Chibadura in one of his songs, 6 to 6 in Mvumbi. You can be fighting 6 to 6 when the professionals were trained at doing 3 minutes per round. It's 3 minutes per round.
Yeah, when training is 3 minutes, but in the ring is 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Yes.
And then you break.
Yeah.
Another 2 minutes.
Yes.
You break.
Yeah.
And you normally do 10 rounds.
Yeah, normally 10, 8. With the standard I am today, yeah, I'm now fighting for 8, 10 rounds.
What is your weight category at the moment?
Super-bantamweight is 55.5
kilograms.
Yes.
So that calls for quite some discipline, isn't it?
Yes, because right now when I'm trainer, I gain weight up to 65. Yeah, so I have to reduce up.
So when you're training, you put on 10 kilograms.
Yeah.
And you have to take it off for a fight.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Right, we want to look at a professional fight, Kudakwashe Memory Chiwandire, bantamweight champion at one time, the highest ranked female boxer on the African continent. But before we do, just to hear from one of our sponsors, Bone Water, thank you very much for coming on the show. Water is life in whatever form of storage. Bone Water helps you to beat El Nino effects with a perfectly drilled borehole by a team with more than 10 years experience in the business. Our motto is Mvura Ipapo Ipapo demonstrates this. With 3 state-of-the-art rigs, Bone Water is able to attend to drilling requirements within 2 days of booking. A dedicated team of technicians ensures they leave water freely flowing into your borehole. Bone Water, Mvura Ipapo Ipapo. Contact us today on 0771 366 672 or 0773 043 295. Kudakwashe Memory Chiwandire, Take Money. That's a nickname, so also known as Take Money, or as some people would like to say, Aka Take Money. Take Money. Let's talk about puppies. Take money.
Yeah, our aim was to take money. but unfortunately we can't say kuti hatisi kutora mari zvedu, but takatarisa zviri kungoitika economy yedu, takatarisa sponsors, they are not coming in like matasira tatikazviita, saka mari tikutonotorera kureni, ndo kwatine machances ekuti tikwanise kutora mari. But on the ground as it stands right now, things are so difficult for us.
So we go back to November 28, 2015.
Yes.
Your professional debut. You fought my sister, Barbara Banda.
Yes.
In Lusaka, Zambia.
Yes.
Tell us about that one.
Andingati ndakawana confidence through that fight, because it was my first professional fight, and as an amateur I only fought 3 fights, and then I turned pro na Barbara Banda. Barbara Banda was a professional boxer, munhu aitozikanwa muZambia mese kuti no apa papanorwa zvibhakera apa. But I couldn't fear her, because I knew kuti I can conquer during the training yataiita, even ma-challenges ataisangana nawo taizvisimbisa mugym kuti ano tinonotora.
And you got that one in the 4th round, unanimous decision?
Yes. After 4 rounds, I finished all the rounds, and my aim was to take her down.
Then we move on to the year 2022, February 2022.
Yes.
The WBC female interim super-bantamweight title.
Yes.
Catherine Piri.
Yes.
Again in Zambia.
Ndakazodzoka ndine chiki. Yeah, because vanhu vese vaindidemoralize kuti no, iwe wakambouya ukarwa naBarbara Banda, so what gives you the confidence yekuti unokwanisa kurwa naCatherine Piri uchimurova? And I had to tell them kuti no, I've been training and it's been long. That time that was my first fight in professional. Right now I have 2, 3, 4, 5 fights, and I will take her down no matter what. You
were 26.
Yes.
She was 35.
Yes.
She was a 3-time world champion.
Yes.
Where were you finding the guts?
Training yacho yaingoradza yega, cause ndakatrainwa nemusoja, saka chanchiri chisoja through and through, and we told ourselves kuti no, kuZambia tikutonotora, either there is money or there's no money, the belt is going to come home.
And you got it on a split decision?
Yeah. Which
is quite difficult, isn't it, to get a split decision when you are playing away from home, fighting away from home?
Yeah, it's
normally, if it's a split decision, you think it may go the home fighter.
Like normally, boxing, if you don't knock someone down outside the country,
yes,
yeah, you don't have chances to win. You have to knock someone down. So you find it difficult kuti kana uchinge waenda kunze kwenyika, you come here wakawina. It means kuti unenge waita basa rako rese, you have showed everything. Unenge waburitsa zvese zviri mauri kuti utore that fight. So by winning with a split decision, yeah, vakaona kuti havanganyatse munhu wavo kuti arohwa neunanimous, but that was unanimous. Yes, because I outclassed her from first to the 10th round.
Now you had spent, was it the one where you had spent something like $2,000 in practice in training for the fight, and you got a purse of 1,500?
Yes.
It must have been demoralizing.
Yeah, mari yakaramba kubuda, but isusu takanga tisingadi mari. Chataida, it was the belt, and takatraina tichizudza kuti mari hapana, chatiri kuda ibelt, and takaisa zvese mumwoyo tikati no, neshungu dzatinadzo idzodzo kuti tikunotora belt, belt nderedu. And patakavaudza patakasvika kuti belt tikudzokera naro, they thought maybe we are joking, but they saw it in the ring.
Now this using so much money to only get so little, using a machine gun to fight a mosquito. Was there at any point where you thought, look, let me give up this boxing, it's not worth it?
No, because that time my twins angu, vana vangu vakanga vaine 6-7 months and ndaifana kuvarumura. Zvese izvozvo zvakaitika ndisingadi, but because I have that heart, I have sport at heart, andakati hazvina basa, zviuya zviri mberi, isusu handei takatsika magiya tikaenda, vana vachisafa nenzara, vana vachisafa. At one time they could go to clinic vachiudzoti no, vana ava they are not even healthy, and ini ndakanga sina basa nazvo because I knew kuti kumberi kune zviripo zvakanaka.
And zviuya zvakazoitawo mberi futi.
And zviuya zvakazoitawo mberi.
Because that was around that time, that's when you got some money from His Excellency the President, isn't it?
Yes.
President Emerson Mnangagwa gave you 15,000.
Yes.
That really helped.
It helped a lot.
US dollar, not bond.
US dollar.
Marisha,
imagine given a brick like this. That day I cannot forget it. I have to thank the president for that, because he really helped me. Because what I've been going through, ne training yangu, ne zvaifesana nevana vangu, even kumba kwangu kune maparents angu, zvinhu zvakanga zvakaoma at that time. But because of that money, zvakatisimudza and zvakatisa pane rimwe level. Because that money I used it to build my mother's house before I left it.
So let's go back to, you've got the 15,000 at State House.
Yes.
You were in Bari at that time,
yeah.
Whitefield.
That time tatagara kudzwara seko extension.
Dzwara seko extension.
Yes.
What was the first thing that you bought with the 15,000? One piece I
didn't buy anything. I don't want to lie. I didn't buy anything. Even a pizza, even chicken slice or whatever. I didn't buy anything. I just take that money to my parents. Mm-hmm. I give them all. All of that money, I give them all. And they build the house. Because that's what I told them. You should build this house, because anytime, any day, I would want to go somewhere. I would like to settle with my kids. So I have to left you while muri parinani inini ndisingaite worry about you.
Do I know what daga? And talking about that, Kuda, I was quite impressed when someone told me that you actually do go to church.
Yeah.
You have church, so you believe that we have some force that controls us. Do you want to tell us about your spiritual side?
I'm a prayer warrior, I can say. Because what I went through and some of my challenges I didn't face, I feel like giving up. But sometimes ndinongopfugama so ndoudza Mwari kuti no, you are my man. Saka ndimi muchaprovider zvese. Zvandiri kushayiwa nezvandiri kuda muupenyu hwangu ndimi muchandipa. And I gain strength. Ndinotosumuka from there. And once I told God, everything goes well.
And everything went well in October 2022.
Yes. When
you retained the WBC female interim bantamweight title, you beat Zulina Munoz.
Yes.
Of Mexico.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fight iyoyo yakanga yakuda kusvika pakundiudza munhu. Ndakanga ndaura moyo ndasara a little piece yekuti nditi handichakwanisi. Because zvakanga zvichingonetsa kuti tournament iyoyo it was hosted here in Zimbabwe. Kuwana ma-sponsorship acho kwainetsa during the training, and also takusvika nguva yekuti tournament yakuda kuhostwa. Ma-sponsorships kwanga kusina. And takutosvika pakuti no, isusu takuta give up. That's when the government chipped in last minute. And I was happy about that because they helped me a lot. Because career yangu ininika yakanga yakutosvika pakutofa that day. But vakapinda vakabatsira vakati no, we've seen what you have been going through and we're just waiting for this day, and this is the best day for us to chip in. Vakabva vapindira and everything went well. But
the moment that you retained your title, everybody wanted to be with you.
Yeah. And you know how it is. I don't know, maybe boxing racho. Kana uchitambura saizvozvizvi during the preparations and other stuff, no one anouya achiti batane apa chimboita so uri kushayiwa chiti mbokubatsira, hapana. But once wangowina, you find out kuti whoever anga iri somewhere wherever angonzwa kuti kwawinwa anenge achida tonge atoripo kuti anzi anga aripo. But you find it kuti paunenge uchitambura vanhu vese ava vari kuzoya nhasi vanenge varipi, and hauwani ma-answers.
But it's not just boxing, isn't it? I think it's something that we need to work on in Zimbabwe sports.
Yeah.
Because if you find, those ladies, the female footballers, when they were preparing for the Olympics to in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, the problems those girls. And
I once heard kuti vasikana venetball vakatambura futi South Africa when I was in my way to Mexico. We passed through South Africa, and those girls were helped by Doves, Zoro Pumlani. Yeah. And these girls, they were suffering, but you find out these girls were out there representing Zimbabwe.
So it's something that we need to work on supporting sport, not just at the output level when the job has been done, but at input and also at processing. And talking about Zororo Pumlan, they also helped, isn't it? You had one of your fights in Zambia where you were going to go by road.
Yes.
And they gave you tickets to fly.
Yes, they did well. And ndinotovatenda nezvavakatiitira at that time. We wanted help, really. We needed help. And we couldn't afford to get that help. And Zororo chipped in. Vakati, no, you can't go by bus because you are traveling very far. You can't go to Mexico, passing South Africa by bus. You can't do that. And they give us air tickets. We really appreciate what they did for us.
Then we come to the year that you don't want to remember, March last year.
Yeah.
Yamileth Mercado.
That
it's
fight.
Good that you're laughing. It's good that you're laughing.
I was robbed, I can say. I was robbed. They robbed me. Per white page.
Nanasi.
They robbed me. And fight Ioyo, I was supposed to win it, but we can't blame them. We can't blame them because mafambiro atakaitawo akanga asingaiti zvisingaiti, saka hatingavablame zvavo because they took advantage of us, because they know kuti we have arrived the same day of the fight. And jet lag dzatakabatwa nemakumbo akakazvimba, and you find out kuti outside the country you cannot find the proper food. Like rather than here in Zimbabwe, when you are preparing for the fight, after weigh-in you should eat proper food. But kunze kwenyika ukuthi hatina kuwana proper food. Because isusu tine aim yedu yekuti after weigh-in tinofana kunopinda msadza kuti tigene weight, tigene power. But kunze kwenyika takasvika tikashaiwa zvese. And it's like ndanganaita 1 week ndisingadyi.
No, talk to me as if I'm a child. I thought you said in between fights you gain weight.
Yes.
And when it comes to fight time, you actually need to lose weight.
Yes.
So
after weighing in, it's like when you weigh in today and then you fight tomorrow. That's professional boxing.
So
after weighing.
You've made the weight.
Yes, you have made the weight. So now you are free. You are free to eat. You eat whatever you like up to the day of the fight.
What's your favorite meal before the fight?
Sadza.
With?
With meat, beef, chicken, pork, anything.
Do you eat the same similar quantities to Baba?
No.
No.
That one is something
24
else.
eggs.
No. About 4 eggs I'll be okay.
4 eggs?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
It's not a lot. To a boxer, it's not a lot. Yeah.
Right. We are talking to Kudakwashe Memory Chiwandire, also known as Take Money. And we have been discussing her fights. We want to continue with that. And we just now will hear from Bonewater, who came on the show. Bonewater, water is life in whatever form of storage. Bonewater helps you beat El Nino effects with a perfectly drilled borehole by a team with more than 10 years of experience in the business. Our motto, Mvura Ipapo Ipapo, demonstrates this. With 3 state-of-the-art rigs, Bonewater is able to attend to your drilling requirements within 2 days of booking. A dedicated team of technicians ensures they leave water flowing freely into your borehole. Bonewater, Mvura Ipapo Ipapo. Contact us today on 0771 366 672 or 0773 043 295. We're talking to Kudakwashe Memory Chiwandire. She had a birthday Sunday, the 4th of February. She was born 1996 in Mbare. Aunozombogara kwaIfield there?
kwaIfield takagara ndokwatakakurira and takazobva mai vangu vaona stand yavo kudzora seko extension ya ndo kwatakazogara and ndo kwavari izvozvi.
Then you have moved to Waterfalls?
Yes, I've moved to Waterfalls. I have to settle, you know, I'm a mother. I can't continue staying with my parents because I'm growing up. I have to build something of my own.
How old are the children now?
The twins are turning 4 years on 30 May and the first one has turned 7 years on 26 January. So, yeah.
You are happy with how things are going on the family front?
Yeah, I'm very happy because I can't compare the life I had back then and now. I've achieved something.
At one time, the highest ranked female boxer on the African continent. Where are you now in terms of the boxing?
Right now I'm ranked number 9 in the world, and as a Super-bantamweight champion, a world class in the world. Yeah, and in the Africa I'm ranked number 1 in Africa.
You're still number 1?
Yeah.
Okay. But you have not been active since October last year?
Yeah, I've not been active, but no one was active that time. So Tilipa same
by
page.
Default?
Yeah, Tilipa same page.
Right, so we're talking about your birthday. How was it? How did you celebrate it?
I was sleeping the whole day.
The whole Sunday? Hi.
I just woke up, we go to church and we came back. It was around 2. So we just
Let me take money.
Offline.
Let me take money.
To where?
To
Okunogocha. Ayo hapana kaenda neni kunogocha. It seems like it's January disease. Birthday rese rakatopera ndiri kumba samba hamune vana.
But Lovemore Banda Live worried about that and you just not having anything on your birthday. So we're making amends. Kudakwashe, we want to give you this birthday cake.
Thank you so much, Banda. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It shows that I'm still there. Yeah.
So, as you can see, the 2 gloves with your sponsor's name, Ishan.
Yeah.
Thank you very much to the Pakistan Kids manufacturer,
Yeah.
Ishan. And we want to say a big shout out to Mr. Majid Khan for being your sponsor. Happy birthday, champ. And that's the ring. Ring in a 4 ropes, and it?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes.
4 ropes. And we are joined also the man who brought in the cake. That's Mr. Clyde Musonda. Clyde Musonda is the Chief Executive Officer of Delta Force Boxing and Mixed Martial Arts MMA Academy. That title is too long. Delta Force Boxing and Mixed Martial Arts Academy.
Yeah.
Welcome, Clyde.
Thank you, Lovemore Banda.
How is it working with Kuda?
Working with Kuda is something that is enjoyable, and I enjoy very well working with her because she puts like 100% on whatever that we'll be doing.
What are you working on now? Because you guys were supposed to have a fight December 15 or something.
Yes.
With the Indian champion.
Yes.
In Australia.
Yes.
And that didn't work out because of visa issues.
Yes. It's like the promoter, he was in conjunction with an Australian promoter. So the one who was supposed to be doing our papers was supposed to be the Australian promoter. So then the Indian promoter, he was the one who was sending us some documents from India while he was still in India. So I'm sure that there were some papers that he failed to produce that makes us to not manage to get the visas.
Now that I've got the two of you here, let's just what are the challenges that you are facing in boxing at the moment?
Yeah, actually, I think we've got one of the good boxing gym in Zim we managed to get in sponsor who give us
Invictus.
Invictus, yeah, in Westgate. So in terms of equipment, we are okay. But our main problem is the financial sponsorship. That is the one that is lacking. But
Clyde. I thought, given what is trending at the moment, you were going to say you would like a vehicle from Sir Wigner.
Yeah, that's correct. If he can come on board to give us a vehicle to fed the boxers, because the boxers that I have, most of them, they don't go to work. So, it's something that is very difficult for me without sponsors to take the boxers from where they stay to take them to the gym. So having a vehicle from say weekend to be a blessing.
But
honor.
It'll be indeed. But you were talking about money.
Yes.
Before I cut you.
Yeah.
That you would really love use some sponsorship in cash.
Yeah, there's some amount that we need to use in cash and also in kind. In terms like you're talking of water, we need water in the gym each and every time. There's water is needed, and also these guys, they need to go for medical checkups each and every time. They need good food as well. So money for sure is needed, and also in kind. They need, sometimes when I'm training these guys for a boxing tournament, they train three times a day. So they need also some training kits, clothes to put on. So there's a lot of needs for someone to be a world champion. There's a lot.
But I think we should have brought in another boxer and maybe some other trainer to start talking about the need for sponsorship, like food.
Yes.
Because if we look at you, Clyde, we can see you are well fed. That skin, got 3 meals.
No.
Yeah,
We needed to bring in another boxer.
As we are, to reduce, like now, I'm reducing. Because I have an upcoming fight. I'm reducing.
Which is the next one?
I'm sure she was right now. She last fight on 18th of March last year. So she's supposed to fight before 18 months, because if she doesn't fight before 18 months, that means she will be inactive. So Kuda right now, she's number 1 female in Africa according to World Boxing ranking. She's number 1 from all female boxers in Africa. She's the king. She's the queen.
Yeah. So you're preparing. When is this next fight? Do we have a date?
We don't have
a date, venue?
We don't have a date soon, but I'm just trying to talk with the other promoters that are putting fight next month, or maybe early March.
So I'm going to chase Kuda away shortly, but before we do so, let's just wrap this up. If I heard you correctly, we would like a water sponsor.
Yes, definitely.
We would like medical aid sponsor.
Yeah. Yes.
And we would like some cash.
Yes.
Some money.
Some food.
We would like some food.
Yeah.
And we would like a vehicle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But generally, how has the corporate world been, Kuda? You are a champ. You are a top boxer.
Yeah.
Surely some people must be helping you. How has the corporate world been? What sort of, if I said out of 10, how much support have you been getting? Give a mark out of 10.
The first one is Invictus. They've helped us in the gym. And the second one, I can say KGK. Yeah, that was my main sponsor. And also Jeepside, he was my sponsor also. And also RM Plumping, he was my sponsor. And also we now have Ishan.
giving you the boxing gloves.
We
and
now
the
have
kits.
5. Yeah, we now have 5 sponsors. But as things are right now, I think I can pass to manager because he's the one who knows now.
Yeah, so it's actually like the sponsors that were coming, they were just coming as an individual. It was not like coming in with a full sponsorship where we can sign some contracts and stuff.
You mean they were coming like ad hoc?
Yeah.
Yes.
This fight, I'll give you
yes,
something for this fight.
exactly.
Then in between nothing.
Nothing.
You're going to Lusaka tomorrow. It's a money.
Exactly, yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
What you'd like is an arrangement
An arrangement, yeah.
that you can plan against.
Exactly. Because here in Zim we have got good boxers who can win. It's not only Kuda.
Yeah.
We have got so many boxers, even on our stable. We have got so many good boxers. But given sponsorship, I know that we can have more champions in the GMC.
Right, there you heard it, people out there, the areas of need for not just Kudakwashe Chiwandire, but the boxers that are in Clyde Musonda's stable, and I'm sure that would be the plight of many of our boxers in the country, and in fact you can even say many of our sports people. The sponsorship is the lifeblood of modern sport, and at this juncture, Kudakwashe Memory Chiwandire, take money. I'm going to just say, if you can just leave us, Chimbo Babanaba. Clyde, we're not going to discuss anything about what we are going to use later in the day, since it's in the afternoon. You are Kuda's trainer,
Yeah.
you are promoter,
Yeah.
you are manager.
Yes.
Is that not too much? 3 in 1?
It's like what I do is like I've got some guys that I work with. So like in training, I've got physical trainers. I've got also Coach Ponde, who also helps me to train the boxers at the gym. So it's actually like I do. So actually, what I do most is managing, get the boxers fights, negotiating their base money, also negotiate their next matches.
And when did you decide that I want to become a trainer?
It's like myself. I'm a former boxer Israel. That I also represented the country during the All Africa Games, Commonwealth Games, so many games that I also took. And I was also employed by ZNA. I was working at Army School Physical Training in sports as a soldier, but doing boxing is a career. So when I was now deciding to hang up gloves, that's when I decided to also form my own boxing stable. So then I started training youngsters in Zoaraseka, where I used to stay.
And then the promotion?
And then when I formed my boxing stable, then I just decided, okay, let me just train my own boxer, and then I promote them as well. Because I've been in the boxing for maybe when I was 12. So a lot of boxing business, it was in my head. So I just said that, okay, let me just find some other people that I can work with.
So first a trainer, then look, I've trained these boxers, let me just promote them.
Exactly.
And then I've promoted these boxers, let me also manage them.
Yeah, that is what I'm doing. But I don't work alone. I've got some other people that I work with. So we just promote them and manage them as a club.
And what would be your advice to young men, young women watching us and saying, I would like to become a boxer?
Boxing is just a sport like any other sport, football, whatever. But it's just a talent, because there's some other youngsters that are growing. You can see that these young guys, they There's some other guys, small boys who like violence and other stuff. So it is rather better you take that violence to a boxing ring. So like us as a boxing table, we are prepared to work with anyone. Like even those guys with disability, we also teach them boxing.
There is boxing for people with a disability.
Exactly. Yes.
So where are we with that? I haven't heard anything about it. We are not able to send a team to the Paralympics, the boxers to the Paralympics?
Yeah, it's like here, that's how we are training. They are just training for their physical fitness. But I'm sure now there's where they do also some competition. But here in Zim we haven't yet started doing that.
The Zimbabwe Boxing and Wrestling Control Board has got a vision, an excelling and inclusive combat sport nation by 2030. What chances of seeing that vision come through?
Yeah, that vision can only come through if there are some people who are also investing in boxing. Their dream definitely will come true.
How, from your talk with fellow trainers, promoters, what do they say also their challenges?
Our challenge is the same. Like recently we've got another stable from Auto Boxing gym. They managed to also produce an African boxing union champion in earlier peak. So it shows that if we can get some people investing in boxing, I know that we can produce as many as we can, many champions in Zim.
So you are a full-time trainer, promoter, manager. You don't do other work outside boxing. You don't sell airtime cards or something.
It's like boxing is what I do. So it's like during my spare time, I've got some other people that needs to train boxing just for fitness. So I go around training those people. Yeah, that's what I do. So it's like I'm into boxing full time.
Right. So your gym, your academy is into the boxing.
Yes.
And the mixed martial arts.
Exactly.
Tell us a bit about that MMA. Where is MMA in Zimbabwe at the moment?
It's like MMA. It's something that has been introduced, but we are yet to have some fights in Zim because we don't have the cage. You know, those MMA fighters, they fight in a cage. So we are yet to get the cage. But so far there is also a federation. The boxing board they also cater for MMA, but we are yet to have some tournaments going through.
Clyde, you can't tell me we don't have a cage for MMA. Boys, surely they can make that cage.
Yeah, but the material, I'm sure the material of both I'm gonna fence here. It's different from the fence that you see in Gaza. Yeah, that's easy.
So what is the motivation for the boxers, the MMA fighters that you train? There is no international competition for them. What is the motivation?
Yeah, the motivation is that I've got some partners there in South Africa that also I work with. So it's like they just told me that for these MMA fighters, for them to fight as professionals, they need to turn professional here in Zim before they go to South Africa.
And you know what makes it so this story sad is that we do have Gorimbo, for example,
Exactly.
doing very well on the international stage.
Exactly.
Which means that Zimbabweans can be and are MMA fighters.
Exactly. We don't, for sure, it's Gorimbo is doing well, and also we've got so many other guys who are in South Africa. Who are fighting as amateurs. They are yet to turn professional. So we have MMA fighters, we have good boxers as well.
And thank you very much once again to Born Water for coming up on the show. Water is life in whatever form of storage. Born Water helps you beat El Nino effects with a perfectly drilled borehole by a team with more than 10 years of experience in the business. Our motto, Mvura Ipapo Ipapo, demonstrates this. With 3 state-of-the-art rigs, Born Water is able to attend to your drilling requirements within 2 days of booking. A dedicated team of technicians ensures they leave water freely flowing into your borehole. Born Water, Mvura Ipapo Ipapo. Contact us today on 0771 366 672 or 0773 043 295. You are watching Lovemore Banda Live, and we are talking to Clyde Musonda of Delta Force Boxing and the Mixed Martial Arts Academy. He trains former Super-bantamweight Africa women champion, and she at one time was the highest ranked female boxer on the continent. Kudakwashe Memory Chiwandire. Well, we've recalled Kudakwashe Chiwandire, we recalled it. And now introducing Take Money, ladies and gentlemen, former World Boxing Council female interim super-bantamweight champion, and at one time the highest ranked female boxer on the African continent. Take Money Chiwandire. And what we are going to do now is, Clyde, I want us to have a session as we go out of this show. Thank you very much for joining us. We want to be with you again at not at the same time. We are hoping to be live at 1 o'clock next Thursday. So at 1 o'clock next Thursday. But we go out with Memory Kudakwashe Chiwandire, and having a training session there with her trainer Clyde Musonda. Thank you very much for joining us. It was good to have you along.